So, day 9, Jeepin in the jeepster. Still at the same place that I always go to. I think this is probably my spot because there's a dude that shows up there's a couple people, but there's a dude that shows up every day no matter what. He's sitting right over here next to me. Got a little satellite dish on his car, on his Tesla. Legit, no BS. So for what it's worth, I want to talk to y'all about God. And I want to tell y'all that God is good. Okay? And I mean this. Like, I mean this. Okay? Let me explain. It was... So I think this is going to be day 9. Okay? So it was 9 days ago that I was sitting in a suicide protection situation. The way I wouldn't end myself. Because life got to be too much. Yep. It sure did. And it wasn't until 9 days ago that I realized that this could be a new beginning for me. It wasn't until then. And so I say to you, God is good, because I want y'all to know, when I was in that holding cell, there was parts of the day where I didn't think anybody would come around for me. It wasn't until they actually showed up to ask me questions that I thought I was actually seen or known of. Okay. And it's become probably until now, so 9 days later, that I realize that, I mean, like, my average viewership is like 20 viewers, and that's fine. But I am seen. I am known. And my words are falling on ears. Hopefully they're not deaf ears, but my words are falling on ears. And so I appreciate that, y'all. But this is the beginning of a brand new beginning. I don't know what that looks like. I said in my tarot video earlier that I got put together myself where I see myself in 5 years type situation, which is hilarious to me because I staring at this cold ass bay. And thinking to myself, yeah. Even if I get 2 jobs, like I said, I'm still gonna be living in the Jeep. So, because in reality, there's no point. So I work midnight to 6, give or take. And then, as of the last pizza job I looked up, now there's a reason why I'm looking at pizza, okay? Sure, I like pizza, but at the end of the day, my food will be taken care of, okay? And not only that, I'll make an extra check, okay? So it's a double whammy, okay? Not only that, my nighttime job don't take out taxes, so a daytime job would. That'd be positive. I'm just really waiting until tomorrow, to be honest with you. After 2:45 p.m., whenever I get out of my prior obligation, I'll be looking for that second job again. Because, like I said, there's more than one pizza place. I just, it doesn't have to be a pizza job. It's just that I happen to like the idea of having a pizza job because each day you get money from tips. And, like I say, my food would be taken care of. But there's many places I can work at that my food would be taken care of without getting the tips. You see what I'm saying? Uh, Tips mean extra money or instant extra money. And so for example, if I had a tip budget, I'd be able to afford gas per day. I'd be able to actually afford food per day, that sort of thing. As it is, I'm fasting every other day and eating, so I'm eating every 2 days. It's fine. It is what it is. It's working out good for me. And so, if you guys have looked at the previous videos, you guys will already know that I already lost a bunch of weight due to marijuana and the mixture of tobacco, 1/8 to one cigar. And to me, I started off that way, but to me, that's too tobacco rich. And so I say to you, because I buy an ounce at a time, so every half ounce, I do 3 cigars, okay? And I mix the tobacco in with my stuff. And if you don't understand that, then go look up my weight loss recipe, any of them, and you'll figure out how I went from 235 pounds to, I'm going to assume by now, with everything the way it is, I'm going to assume 155. Okay, I went down, I lost 10 pounds per month consecutively, and I went down to 143. I think, I could be wrong. Maybe either I went down to 145 or 143, because when you Google what a 5'7" man should weigh, it either says 143 or 145. I can't remember which one it is. But either way, I actually think that I lost more than what everything says. So I think it's that if I think a 5'7" man should weigh 145 and went down to 143. I lost 10 pounds consecutively per month. What the mixture of tobacco and marijuana causes you to do is what's called intermittent fasting, which is healthy. Okay, so you eat only when you're hungry. You're not worried about other eating. And as a result of that, like I said, I lost 10 pounds per month. I went from 235 to 143. There was a time where tying my shoes was a big deal because I could feel the acid in my throat. Don't have that issue no more, and having less of that issue per day. But it's all good. I already been homeless before. I didn't have a Jeep Renegade when I did. However, it was spring/summertime. I made it through the winter in a tent before. That's pretty cold until you get the snow built up around your tent. And the way things are nowadays, I don't think I could keep a camp spot long enough in order to have the snow built up around my tent. Anyway, there's more to that, but essentially you bury your tent in the snow without covering the top part. And the snow around you gives you insulation, and your own breath is enough. However, what I would do is I would have a fire outside of my tent so the heat could come in. And I know nowadays lots of homeless people are bringing in like Coleman stoves into their tent and that sort of thing. And you have to realize that at the very least, fire inside of anything that's enclosed, now granted the tent ain't fully enclosed, but fire inside of anything that's enclosed will eat up your oxygen. But there's one story I remember of a lady who recently died because her Coleman heater fell over and lit her and her sleeping bag on fire. These things happen. But however, though, I'm blessed to have a Jeep and a little spot to sleep right there. All I gotta do is roll up the window. Now, the back end of a Jeep Renegade 2021 allows some airflow through. So, right now, y'all will see I got a blanket sitting right there covering that up. That's the reason why. If I do better in the future, I get myself another blanket, like a fleece one, like something like super soft but big. And then I'll leave that blanket right there to cover up the air gap and have a little cushion on my ass when I'm laying back there. You feel me? But in the meanwhile, that's what I got. So I wrap that thing. I lay out here, and I'm able to actually stretch my feet out behind the seat. And if I move the seat forward, that is. And I use that blanket right there, cover my entire body to include my head, and allow myself to breathe into that blanket. That way my hot air causes that blanket to become a pocket of, well, of warmth where I can sleep. But I'm still out here doing the damn thing. I shot a YouTube video earlier for tarot. I'm going to release these a little bit later. But either way, this is day 9, Jeepin in the Jeep Renegade. And overlanding edition. And I'm not saying that you want to come to Alaska and live it, 10 to 18 degrees. But if you do, it's doable. And as you see, like I say, I got my window halfway down. Okay. Like I said earlier in my tarot, I'm blessed that God prepared me for this situation so that it's cold, but it ain't nothing I ain't used to. And so 20 degrees is, like I say, I can feel that it's cold, but it's comfortable. So anyway, holla at y'all. Y'all have a great day, and I'll holla at y'all tomorrow. All right, later.